Welcome again to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ, and I'm with Red tonight. Good evening, Red.
What's up, guys? And
what is up?
And audience.
What's up, audience? We
missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed Monday. That's okay though. You know, we needed to take a a mental health day.
Well, I don't know about mental health because I'm already fucked up in the head. But...
Well, okay, I needed a breather. I needed a day off.
Okay, for me, what did I do Monday? There was nothing to do on Monday. Well, I worked like Monday. That's what happened. I haven't had a mental health day for like 18 months.
Well, what would you consider a mental health day? Like just a day where you're not doing anything, where you can veg out?
Yep. That usually just the weekends, but now it's like I worked every other Saturday and every other Sunday, but it's been really continuous. So, like, you just want one of those days that you just want to just lay in your bed and just be sad. Not sad, but just like be a fucking piece of weight on the bed. That's it.
Okay. Don't say sad though. Don't say be sad though.
Eat at all. You just want to just lay there and just be fat and stinky and unshowered, uncared for, and at least enjoy yourself and enjoy your bed.
Yeah, you just want a lazy Sunday. That's it.
Man, I want 5 consecutive days of lazy Sunday. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Well, you know, that's why you make the big bucks. You know, you got to work hard.
It all goes to Uncle Sam. It all goes to Uncle Sam.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight. Before we start the show, again, we want to make sure you guys subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way, you know when we got new shows coming on. And make sure you tell all your friends about this show because, you know, we are the cultivators of the comic culture, and we need you guys to tell everyone about our show, all right?
Of course. And then leave us a comment. Leave us a review on iTunes and Spotify. You know, we love to read them. And, you know, also it kind of brings up our ratings in order to bump us up to the next tier of awesome shows that's comic book related.
Yeah.
We're constantly fighting guys like Comic Tom and you know other great comic book podcasts that I never listened to because
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really watch their shows either. So, but I'm sure they're great. They've got a great audience. So I
got to get props to our guys like the herd. The Nerd Herd,
Team Nerd Herd, Legion of Comics,
and then Undisputed Ashton's channel. I need to give that guy some love. So definitely when I have some free time, then when I'm not working late, I'll finally just binge watch or binge listen to everybody's shows.
Yeah, I hear you. Tonight's episode is called Crazy for You because I don't know why, but I went to this deep dive and then I started listening to
Madonna?
Yeah.
I fucking love that song. Dude. That's my jam. That's my karaoke jam.
Oh yeah, I mean I listened to it last night. I'm like, oh, this is a damn good song. I haven't heard this song in a while.
That song is classic and probably a song that I never placed in my you know our compilation tapes because it was never considered R&B, but probably one of the greatest love songs of like the 80s.
Yeah. Underrated song. I mean, we're not Madonna fans. I mean, I guess we are. Well,
I think I was a Madonna fan after
The League or whatever.
After Like a Prayer, that album. After that album, like I think I just lost touch with her. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, but that's a great song though.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what else is a great song?
What?
Gloria Estefan, Miami Sound Machine. Words Get in the Way.
Man, I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
Tell Alexa to play that for you after the show. They'll bring back memories, dude. That shit just plays all over adult contemporary radio. You know, the stuff that we were listening to back in the late 80s. it's pop music, but now it's like in adult contemporary or old school. That's how old we are now, because all the music that we grew up with is not considered classics.
What do you mean? Wait. I mean, what does that even mean? All the '80s music have to be considered classics. No.
I know, but all the stuff we grew up with, it's not because it's never gonna play in the pop contemporary or the Billboard music charts or all the new shit that plays on one channel or one radio station. They won't play the old stuff.
Well, yeah. It's got you got to go to like some sort of
Yeah,
like down here. It's like the coast one. I think it's coast 103.5. I think.
yeah. I've listened to the Coast. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And with those veg out Sundays, I'll just pop it on the radio, or
Yeah.
I'll pop on some K-Day, but K-Day is only for hip hop and R&B,
Yeah.
and they'll just rotate through the same 150 songs and go through the whole day.
What would you consider better as far as would you take 80s or 90s music?
Like what genre?
That's it. That is it. You have to take 80s music as a whole or 90s music. If you had to Thanos one era and it was one of those.
That's tough. I'd say
which one would you Thanos?
I'll go with the 80s. I'll stay with the 80s and Thanos and just snap the 90s out of existence.
Why?
Because that's when a lot of the sounds that you love, as far as like hairband, pop, synthesizer music, even MTV stuff that happened in the 80s and really that stuck more to me than the stuff in the 90s. Even though in the 90s we grew up with that kind of music, that stuff was like all the baby making music and West Coast rap.
Yeah.
That stuff, it's still pretty recent and still in circulation, but a lot of the stuff from the 80s doesn't get that much circulated, except if you reach the top 100, that stuff gets in plenty of circulation there. You'll never hear like Grandmaster Flash or what's that one? I can't remember that the instrumental, but it was mostly technical stuff that I don't hear in the radio.
Oh, is that Moments in Bed, that 10-minute long?
Yeah, Moments in Love was one, and the other one that they play on Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
So it's that stuff I rarely hear, especially in on terrestrial radio. I mean, that stuff will pop up every now and then in Spotify or Pandora, but never terrestrial radio.
Yeah, I mean, 80s music had now that I think about it, 80s music had not just good songs but good beats. Like the Miami Vice theme song, everyone knows that one,
Because everything that was made during the early 80s up until the mid 80s was synthesizer music. Right? Everything was just on that little keyboard, and then guys would wear their piano key necktie and with the fucking Flock of Seagulls haircut, and then they just jam out, right? Because they replaced the electric guitar. So you went from disco and then into new wave, and then like a techno pop, and brings us to your song "Crazy for You" by Madonna, because she played the poppy stuff and also has some great ballads.
Okay, I mean, she had that one great ballad though. I mean, I can't think of any other Madonna ballads though. Take a Bow, I guess.
No. Take a Bow was like early 90s. Shoot. We'll have to use the Google machine for this one. I know there's another one. Like a Prayer was a good one too.
But that wasn't really like a love song though, was it?
I think so. But it's a song with a message.
Yeah.
It's a song with a message where I guess a young woman coming of age and she wants to do whatever she wants to do and her dad won't let her. Oh, Papa Don't Preach.
That's Cyndi Lauper though.
Was Papa Don't Preach Cyndi Lauper?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Cyndi Lauper, right?
I could have sworn. No, that's Madonna.
It is.
Cyndi Lauper was True Colors and not
Oh, you're right. It is. It is
yeah.
Madonna. Yeah, yeah. Miss So says she's a Hall and Oates fan. I think everyone's a Hall and Oates fan.
Hall and Oates fan, yes. You know
Yeah.
what brought back some great Hall and Oates songs was
What?
was that one movie with Jay Baruchel? She's not into you. Oh well, let me that came out like during like
I
the
think I remember that early 2000s
yeah.
like rom com surge, right?
Yep with I forgot the hot chick in there. Alice Eve. She's out of my league is the name of the song.
Okay.
They had I forgot the other guy's name in there, but he had a Hall & Oates cover band, and they brought back some pretty good hits there too.
Oh yeah, it is a 2010. Oh wow, it's not as old as I thought. It was a 2010 film. For some reason, I thought it was like early 2000s, like 2001, 2002.
Well, I think it was like on the tail end of that stuff because we'd watch like Saving Silverman, a bunch of movies with Freddie Prinze Jr.
No, Freddie Prinze Jr. was early 2000s. I was like,
What was
oh,
and then a couple early Heath Ledger movies, like
10 Things I Hate About You, or
and Knight's Tale. I mean, but those movies, rom-coms, but they also came up with some pretty good soundtracks too.
yeah. Oh yeah, we got a guest in the house, or not a guest, but another villain. We've got E-Man in the house.
Why
What's up?
asshole?
What?
Why didn't you respond to the text?
I I don't know. I have zero good reasons for that. What's up, guys?
What's up, man? Talking 80s music.
Ooh.
The title for tonight's show is Crazy for You.
Uh-huh.
Do you know who sang that song?
Crap, no. I'm crazy for you.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What's
Madonna,
up, Miss
Madonna.
So? Madonna, that's right. That's right.
Strangers, something in the dark. I don't remember, but yeah.
Strangers in the dark.
But
No, wait, that's
a different song. What are you doing?
The other song,
era.
Yeah, Rodney, I can get you some CDs from Walmart, no problem.
Aren't you still banned from that one Walmart in Manteca?
I've showed my face there many times already after that. It's been so long.
Past the statute of limitations.
Yeah, plus I think my picture's down already. So yeah, that one time I did some petty theft in my early years. AJ had to take me to jail so I could spend the whole weekend there. Ends up that I was 6 hours.
Wait, what happened?
Remember when you dropped me off at the county?
Yeah,
so I could
yeah.
keep my time for like the whole weekend. I
Yeah.
call you up like 6 hours later, like, all right, pick me up, dude. My time's done.
Yeah.
Man,
They scared you straight. They scared you straight.
I don't think it scared me straight, but
Red's a criminal. No wonder.
Well, they tried to, right? I mean, wasn't that the whole thing?
no, because eventually my little sister does the same thing, so she got caught. Followed Big Brother.
Damn, runs in the family, bro.
Bunch of thieves. That's why I'm a villain.
Miss So, how are you doing tonight? If you're still on,
man, I haven't seen.
But have you heard the other song I mentioned earlier? Was Miami Sound Machine and Gloria Estefan. Words Get in the Way.
No, the only Gloria Estefan is like that.
Can you play a snippet of it while you're on with us? That way, it maybe jog his memory a little bit.
The only one is that one like high energy song, like.
Oh, we can talk about the
really dancey one. That's the only Gloria Estefan I can think of.
Oh, who is it? Gloria Estefan and who?
Miami Sound Machine.
Come on, man. You know who they are, right?
Yeah.
Words Get in the Way.
I'm trying to find it.
That's the stuff we never put it into our slow jam mixtape or mix CDs because we thought we were too cool for school, having to bring back old 80s music instead of just staying with the whole genre of baby making music of Jodeci and H-Town, Boys to Man.
Dude, hold on, wait. This is 80s. You can't mix 80s and 90s. Like AJ's
Well,
talking 80s, right?
I asked him. Well, first off, Misso, we're doing pretty good. We're all busy, so we're not as consistent as we would like, but we're trying to get back on track.
Oh, hold on. I think I found something.
Oh, we gonna put a song for him that we can jog his
Yeah.
memory?
Can I share?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I share? And if we get a strike, we get a strike. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. Now I know. That very first part. Yeah. Okay.
Where is it?
Okay. Yeah, I got it. All right. I know the song.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's the jam.
Classic.
But I gave Red the option if he had a Thanos one era of music, 80s or 90s, which one would he Thanos? He said 90s.
I think it was 90s. Just because there's more variety in 80s.
I might have to break up with you, Red. I mean, you realize what you're getting rid of, right? If we so like for people who don't know, like our friend group, like our spirit animals are Jodeci. You're gonna be getting rid of Jodeci. You know that, right? You're getting rid of H-Town, Jagged Edge, all the '90s R&B.
Yeah,
Is Jagged Edge considered 90s or 2000s?
No, 90s.
Early 2000s.
To be honest, oh yeah, okay, yeah, Jagged Edge is 90s. I don't count Drew Hill as I just count them as Jodeci biters, so I don't listen to Drew Hill.
Jodeci-ish.
Yeah, I don't listen to Drew Hill just by the mere fact that they sound just like Jodeci.
They weren't no Cisco sounded like
you snap
like
90s
Casey
out of
and
the
Jody.
picture. We still get New Edition, New Kids on the Block.
Bon Jovi, but you get all the hair bands too.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking rock bands, like you're gonna get rid of Metallica, but then you have the grunge era. Oh, this is a good question, AJ. What would you snap, the 80s or the 90s?
I'd be fine with no grunge. I missed a couple of Nirvana songs, but I could do without Stone Temple Pilots or who's the other guy?
See, and I have like right now, like I have a rock playlist that has like nothing but like 90s grunge in it, and mine does have like Stone Temple Pilots, and it has Pearl Jam, has Soundgarden, Temple of the Dog.
You look like a grunge dude now with your hair and everything. Did you cut it or what?
No, I haven't cut it yet.
Why does it look like it doesn't look as weird as it used to? Now it looks like you could pull it off like this length, but there was a time where like it just looked fucking weird. Yeah, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? But now it's grown. You've grown into this look right here.
It's probably like Cobra.
This is the grunge look right here. This is I'm
like
sad.
Chris Cornell kind of deal.
Yeah.
And I just shampooed it tonight using what I'm hoping is a future sponsor, Dr. Squatch.
Oh, you don't use
I'm a
man.
What?
Tail?
No, I'm not gonna make a tail. I'm not gonna. But I do need to. My ends are starting to get a little frayed. I'm going to cut about an inch off here soon.
You should. Since we're talking about 80s and 90s, why don't you do like the Aquanet thing where you get the little curl right here and then like,
the hair bear. Hold on, the hair bear style.
Yeah, something like that.
high.
Yeah. Freshman year high school, all the girls had that. I remember that.
Oh no, well, not even freshman year, 8th grade. 8th grade.
Miss So E-Man, your hair is prettier than mine. No fairs. It's because I use Dr. Squatch.
All the 80s ladies had big hair. Yeah, they used that. They used Aquanet.
Hair bears. Yep.
Gotta use that Aquanet.
Being like part-time in San Jose, like I saw it all the time in San Jose. Like all the girls had it. Like all the girls in junior high, they had their hair. Like it was like the highest hair, the better, right? It was like whoever can get their hair the highest.
Yeah, but after the shampoo, like VO5 or Vidal Sassoon.
VO5.
VO5 too.
What happened to that shampoo?
Dude,
I can tell you what happened. That was a 98 cent shampoo that I thought was really good.
You still find it at the dollar store, that's
but,
for sure.
But they'll also cheat it. Just add some 3 flowers on there. That way it gets that nice hold.
I thought 3 flowers was. Oh yeah, no, 3 flower. I'm thinking white flower. I'm like, isn't that like Ben Gay?
No, 3 flowers.
No, 3 flowers was like.
Yeah, I remember 3 flowers.
Like,
I never used it though.
The
That was like
original
the original pomade, wasn't it? It was like
Yeah.
the greasy stuff.
Yeah. So now they just use the carnauba wax for cars and shit.
Jumpman 209 says the LA looks. Oh yeah, man, LA looks gel. I mean, you need to use half a bottle actually to make it work. But yeah, it smelled really good.
Yeah, but
What
you
was
get
that?
the crispy hair.
What?
You get the crispy hair.
Yeah.
It looks like jizz by the end of the day.
Oh my god,
it was gross. No, it was gross. No, he's right because like
it was
you
pretty
get this
gross.
weird white,
Yeah.
weird white
Yeah.
sweat
Yeah.
line on your forehead.
You get that little
Clump.
splotch of,
Yeah, you would like pick it throughout the day, right?
like, what is this? You're flaking it out. Like, dude, some of your hair. Like, dude, no, it's gel.
No. And then the gross part is like at the end of the day when things start breaking off, people are like, "Oh, you got dandruff." No, it's gel, and you still picking at it. Like people are telling you to stop pick. You still want to pick. It's like
Well,
picking a
you gotta run
scab.
the foam and then add a little bit of water, just dab some water in there that we can get it at least soaked up. And then
Yeah,
activate the gel.
Oh, jeez.
activate the jaw. I love how you said that.
I mean, that's what you did, right?
Yeah,
it
you
was
did.
like
Yeah,
like
you
once
had
your
to.
hair, when your hair was like at a certain way by the end of the day, and you're like, let me just go ahead and put some water in it, and then dry your hair, and that way you can restyle it again. So like you go in first period looking one way, by the end of the day, you're like completely styled differently, or you got flakes on your shoulder.
This So Suave is still the shit. That's a great shampoo.
Suave. Whoa. Pantene. Gotta step up to that Pantene.
With the Pro V stuff, yeah. With the little plastic pellets in there that make it look like it's like squirting oil into your hair.
No, you know which one I liked? It didn't hold, but I like the smell. Was that purple Aussie one, that purple Australian one with the kangaroo on it? Have you guys smelled that one?
No,
That was big in the 90s. That came up around our high school age. And it smelled real cool, man. It almost smelled like berries. The kids have it. I should go upstairs. No, hold on. I'm gonna find it right now. Now it's
Is it right next to your Axe body hair shampoo?
dude. Axe came up. Oh fuck! It's called Aussie. It's called. I already said it.
actually, I like the certain sense of the axe. It's not that bad.
Well,
So-
it's another evolution in the designer imposter parfums. You know, like the whole imitation stuff from the
Yeah.
Walgreens.
Now they're able to like make that into a brand now, right?
It sucked because like it's supposed to be a deodorant, yet people use it as cologne and deodorant. So like we would spray
Wait, who?
extra.
Who? What are you talking about? Axe?
Like Tony Stark back in the first
Axe.
Avengers movie.
Is that Axe?
Axe spray?
I mean, I only use the body shower stuff. I don't use the spray deodorant thingy.
I could have sworn that you had a bottle of like of Bath and Body Works stuff in your bathroom as well, and your current girlfriend wasn't living at you at a time yet, so it was either
Leave it up to Ray to bring up old shit.
I think it was Boonce's lady. Your roommate.
Yeah, that could have been the situation. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm having issues with my internet. Give me a second.
All right.
Oh, what's Rodney showing? What is RDB sending out? Yeah, RDB. That's what I asked him, like if he's using the mane and tail, but definitely it seems like he doesn't get the joke. He didn't get the joke at all. Because you can have some of the mane and tail, but you can't use the vertically.
Wait, what is mane and tail? What is that?
It's a shampoo for horses, but it's also used for people and dogs and stuff, right? And it kind of made an appearance in that movie, Blades of Glory with Will Ferrell and John Heater, where Will Ferrell will tell John Heater like, "Hey, You can use my shampoo, mane and tail, but you can't use my hairbrush because that's
Man,
special.
I think I've seen that before. Mane and tail sounds familiar now.
It's like it's widely available at every store in America.
I think I might even use this
Yeah,
at some point. Yeah.
it's not. It's not. I don't say it's horrible shampoo. It works. I've never tried the conditioner though.
It's got two horses on there. It's pretty crazy.
It's from the mane and tail.
This so some stuff is way too strong, man. I think if you're talking about the Axe, I guess the Axe spray, but body wash is maybe the body wash can be strong, yeah.
Nah, there was this one scent, and I think during like the early '90s and late '80s, it was from I can't remember what the name, but it had like a unicorn.
CK1.
No, it had a unicorn and rainbows and such. It's a girl's name, but it had this fruity ass smell in it. It's gross.
Is it cologne?
It's a perfume for the ladies, the girls, the little teeny boppers.
I don't even know. Not familiar.
It was
Sorry.
really strong berry, sweet smell. It's disgusting. It kind of reminds you of Glade fresheners.
Okay.
Yeah, but really bad stuff, man.
How do we get into the topic of hair product? Oh yeah, E-Man's hair.
Even here, but we were also talking about Gloria
80s
Estefan.
music.
Yeah, and Miss So talking about look at Gloria Estefan's hair, all that big hair.
I mean, I love. So you would take you think the 80s is better than 90s? I might have to agree with you on that. Oh,
Yeah, of course.
as an overall
Look, you
decade.
as far as like the as hip hop is concerned, you still get the classics. You get the Beastie Boys. You have Run DMC. A lot of the East Coast stuff was happening in the '80s. Also, rock was pretty good. You had pop. You had synthesizer music. You had pretty decent country music as well. Because I remember listening to a bunch of Dolly Parton and
Dolly Parton, huh?
yeah, Dolly Parton and
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers. Yeah. And then kind of like because disco is dying out, the Bee Gees were still pretty big during the '80s. And then Hall Oates.
We did get, with the 80s, we did get some of the NWA stuff too. So
Yeah, of course. That's the beginning of the West Coast gangster rap was out of '89 and then into the early '90s.
Yeah.
But we also got LL Cool J and who's the other guy from East Coast? Oh, shoot, I can't remember his name.
He was also a rapper.
Yep.
Will Smith?
No, not Will Smith. No. I can't remember. Hold on. Where is it at?
Oh, cool. We got Miss Soul saying Bee Gees. Bee Gees were more 70s though, I think, right?
Yeah, they were, but they're still disco was still pretty big going into the early '80s.
Yeah. We got some people on the chats here that came on. Uzumaki, what's going on? Good evening. Thanks for joining us.
KRS-One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've got House of L Comics. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. We're actually talking about 80s music. The title of tonight's show is Crazy for You. And we're talking about how Madonna's Crazy for You song is one of the greatest ballads of all time. If you have not heard of that song, make sure you listen to it after the show.
You forget like the biggest star in the '80s, other than Madonna and Whitney Houston, is Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
There wouldn't be no '80s if Michael Jackson wasn't doing his thing. Because we had Thriller, we had Bad, and I think Black and White was 89.
No, I don't. I think that was 90s. I thought.
Early 90s. But with Thriller and Bad, that's a
Yeah.
pretty good discography right there already.
Yeah.
Oh, Off the Wall. Off the Wall was before
No, that was 78. I think Off
Sure?
the Wall came out in 78. I think so. Let's see. House of L Comics. Luke. He's taking a bit of a sabbatical. He'll be back soon. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks or so.
yeah, he's taking care of some stuff for the business, but he'll be back soon. Got to sell some books. Sell.
Off the Wall, right? That's it.
Off the Wall, 1979. So yeah.
Oh, I was off a year. Okay.
Off the year.
That's an underrated album, man. Off the Wall.
Yeah.
It doesn't get enough props.
It doesn't. It's a great album.
Yeah.
And then, Jumpman comes through again. Lionel Richie and Air Supply.
Which one was Air Supply? Was that All Out of Love? Is that one song?
That's the one.
But I mean, that's the only one that I can think of.
I think they did a cover of "You've Lost That Loving Feeling."
Okay. House of L saying Billie Jean was my favorite. Yeah, I gotta admit that was a great song. Yeah. The video was awesome. The little that's when he's walking down the street and the lights, the sidewalk lights up, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Then redone by Adam Antfarm. Alien Antfarm.
I don't know if we can. Let's not bring that one up. I mean, that was. It was
That was like, what was that, late 90s where the grunge was starting to come off and we had this emo rock.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay when it came out, but I don't think it's one of those songs that that holds. I don't think it holds but
a bunch of songs from like Sum 41, Blink 182, your favorite band Incubus.
They're still around. Yeah.
That stuff is timeless. It's aged well.
Yeah, that's it. Aged well. That's the word I was looking for.
Weezer. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, Weezer still
90s. Weezer was the shit back
yeah,
then.
Weezer. They're still good. They're still good. I remember seeing Weezer and Foo Fighters live. That was a great concert. That was like maybe almost 20 years ago. No, 15 years ago, maybe.
Damn, you old.
I know. Ooh, Duran. Yeah. Duran. What was the big Duran song? The jungle one, right? The
Rio, Crazy Like the Wolf.
That's it. Is that the jungle one where like I'm in a jungle?
I guess. I have the compilation album. I just can't remember all the songs. It's been a while.
Yeah. Let's see here. Miss So's. I like Incubus too. Their last album was maybe 10 years ago, 5 years ago. I think they may have come out with something 5 years ago, but their last like really good album, I would say, was maybe 10 years ago. Oh my goodness. There you go. Huey Lewis in the News. Oh my God.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
great pull. Because they created one of the best songs in movie soundtrack history. Power of Love.
Yeah.
On Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yep. Jumpman's out here saying one hit wonder. Yeah, Take On Me was a one hit wonder. But you know what? One of the most iconic music videos that we've ever seen, right?
You can't blame a British band being the one hit wonder on this side of the pond. They had more hits, but it was played overseas. But listen to their acoustic rendition of that. It's fucking amazing.
Did they like just recently do that, or is that an old one?
A couple years ago. They also played it on Deadpool 2.
The acoustic one?
The acoustic one. They did.
Oh, I'll have to revisit that.
I fucking cried at that song.
Miss So's Van Halen best 80s rock. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Don't diss her choice. Van Halen, yes. With
I'm gonna have to maybe disagree with the best 80s pop rock band though.
well, who would that go to then?
It would be pretty tough to go against Bon Jovi's pop rock, right? In the 80s.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah. Bon Jovi is quintessential 80s rock band.
Yeah. I mean, if you hear "Living on a Prayer" in any bar or club, everyone will stop what they're doing and sing along to that song, right?
That song's overplayed. You should listen to.
Don't tell me the Young Guns 2 song.
Yeah, the Young Guns 2 song. That's the one. Yeah.
That's a 90s song, I think.
Alive.
I don't know. I'd like to say that "Living on a Prayer" is still a better song, although that one was good.
Yeah, Donovan, that song by Huey Lewis and the Ghostbusters theme, really that guy about Ray Parker, he sampled it and never gave Huey Lewis the credit for the sampling up until later, and so yeah, they had to go through a whole battle at court with it to get the royalties stuff from that song.
Miss So, Bon Jovi was meh. Guns N' Roses was better. Ooh. You know what? Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 were great, but that's 90s. And I'm not even sure if Appetite for Your Destruction? That must have been late 80s.
Late 80s, yeah. That's Welcome to the Jungle, Mr. Brownstone, a few more songs I can't remember.
Sweet Child of Mine. That one was a great
song. Yeah, that was a great song.
But I would say that I'm more of a fan of Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. I just feel like that one is more like you can listen to that from beginning to end.
Well, because I would say one song came out of the Terminator 2 soundtrack, and then that November song was
that was a great song.
That was a masterpiece because it played about 10 minutes through the whole orchestra stuff, and then you got to the main song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donovan. Yeah, I said it's the same song. It's like saying Ice Baby and was it Sting or was it
no, that was David Bowie.
David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie's Under Pressure would be the same thing. Or same beat, different lyrics.
The 180 song that we don't talk about is the Revenge of the Nerds rap song from the movie.
What?
When they do the performance.
Oh, it's Lambda, and
yeah, that's it.
Dude, that never got any airplay. It was only for that movie.
I know, but that was a great song, though.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a big example of synthesizer music and rap.
Yeah. Oh, gotta love that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But we forget the ultimate song or the ultimate soundtrack of the 80s is Peter Cetera and the Karate Kid 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, that's a good one. With
Glory of Love.
That's it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Peter Cetera, Chicago is an underrated band.
Yeah, but they're just they have such a big
membership.
That and they have a big catalog of music. It's kind of hard to.
It is okay. Yeah, that's true. They've got like 20 albums.
Stuff that you can listen to, but like their mainstream stuff is just hard. It's rarely played now.
Yeah, that's true. Chicago was great. Another underrated band that I was just thinking about. What was that? It's kind of like Chicago. Oh, Genesis. That's it.
Yeah, but Phil Collins on his own. I mean, you can't beat that.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
Because that one song "In the Air Tonight," that's really
a quintessential 80s song too.
And a great drum solo.
Yeah. Jumpman's got "Cruel Summer" by Bananarama. Oh, that was the first first Karate Kid, right?
Yeah, that was. And that was on the beach scene where they're playing soccer, and
Yeah.
LaRusso gets stomped in the sand.
You know, I always wondered the way the order of Karate Kid should have been 1, 3, then 2. 2 should have been the last of that trilogy because that was the fight to the death. They should have thought it through more.
Yeah, but having that Terry guy as your main antagonist.
Okay, that was a great antagonist. Yes, it was.
Okay, great. But it kind of reverted to the other guy, the other blonde-headed,
The bad boy of karate or whatever.
Bad boy karate. I can't remember his name, but he's no Johnny Lawrence, but he's Johnny Lawrence version 2.0.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're okay with the Karate Kid movie order 1, 2, and 3? Don't you think 2 should have been the last one?
I'm just trying to think how it would work, but it's really a continuation of whatever was happening. After he won the first tournament, and then they went to Okinawa to go do whatever to bury Mr. Miyagi's dad, and then he comes, I guess, on the way back for part 3, coming back from Okinawa a couple years later. He gets challenged to another tournament, but Mr. Miyagi wouldn't train him.
But that's all. I think movie timeline. That's all within like a year or two, though. Mike Barnes. That's it. Yeah, Mike Barnes. Thank you, Jumpman. Joe Bean, is that you're the best around? What was that, Red?
Yeah, Joe Bean, you're the best. Yeah, that's like the fight song during the montage.
Wait a minute, hold on. House of L Comics just said you guys are going to love season 4. Just saw it, was awesome. How you got some sort of?
He's talking about Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I know. So what he's got the hookups for Cobra Kai.
Well, if you have Netflix.
No, season 4 isn't out yet.
I haven't looked.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the most recent season?
Probably.
Okay.
But do you think that Barney Stinson was right that Johnny Lawrence was actually the good guy and Daniel LaRusso was the actual antagonist of the whole series?
I mean, there's I could, now that I've watched Cobra Kai, I could see where Johnny's coming from. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait a minute. So Cobra Kai season 4 premieres December 31. How is he able to see?
I think he meant season 3, but he's looking forward to 4.
Okay, because I was like, wait a minute, what's going on? How does he know about?
Okay, maybe she already had asked to it. Okay.
Oh,
nice.
My wife. Oh, so then maybe he has seen the whole thing. Oh, all right.
Well, they do have those what do you call it? Those screeners.
Yeah, with your name on there.
Yeah. Okay. In which someone will upload into Pirate Bay, and then for everybody else to download after you.
Pirate Bay. People still use that.
People still use Napster.
People still use Napster. Damn. I haven't heard that in a long time. Well, it looks like E-Man's not going to be able to join.
Miyagi!
Oh, wait.
Coward!
Miyagi! You coward!
Just when I thought we were done, E-Man comes on the show. Comes back on.
30-minute show. We're already at 45.
Yeah, we're at 40. How long we been going on? 44 minutes.
44 minutes.
Napster still exists, just like MySpace still exists, but not Friendster.
Miyagi.
All right, E-Man, you got to tell us why you would snap the 80s over the 90s before the show ends.
I just look. It's just newer. Look, we had the beginning of raves back then, and I was a raver back then too. We had the the group R&B bands, which we didn't really have too. Well, we had some
Hey,
in the
can you
80s.
show us a
But
little bit of those raving moves?
no, I'm broken. It can't happen anymore.
Come on, just do a little twirly shit with your hands.
It can't happen anymore. I just can't. I have like arthritis in all of my knuckles. It's
You don't want
crazy.
to do those spirit fingers?
Um,
Spirit
like
fingers.
I just, to me, I just felt like the music was better in the 90s. However, they do pay homage to the 80s. They recognize that the 80s came before them and they weren't like, oh, we're better than you. You know, they just improved on what the 80s gave us, right? We had the golden age of hip hop coming in from the 80s, but it was refined in the 90s. You know, we had hair metal bands and metal kind of
No. We did not have hair metal bands in the 90s, though.
No. What I'm saying, in the 80s. In the 80s, we had hair metal band, but then, you know, we started to weed out like all the shit bands out there, like Warrant and Poison, and we
Warrant
kept,
is not a shit
Whoa,
band.
Poison! You're gonna say that's a shit band?
shit band.
Harry Potter.
Okay.
Wow.
You know,
How dare you speak like that to Brett
I'm
Michaels?
sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Shit bands. But like we had, like, I really liked the grunge era. You know, I really did enjoy the grunge era. I wasn't really there for the metal era, except for Metallica. You know, that was like the only, or in Guns N' Roses. You know, we had Guns N' Roses and Metallica still in the 90s. They just were more refined. So I would choose the 90s over the 80s just because my favorite songs, more of my favorite songs come out of the 90s era. We have Wu-Tang Clan in the 90s. We have the East Coast and West Coast hip hop artists that came out. They were more refined.
Rick and you know,
NWA
and Beastie Boys.
I mean, they were still around in the 90s. They were still there.
But their hits were in the 80s.
Not
Just
all
like
of them.
Cool J.
I mean, not all of them, right? It just got more refined in the 90s. Not saying that the 80s were bad. I just prefer the 90s music over. Now, don't get me wrong. I prefer 90s over 80s, more like 60-40. Like on my phone, I still have like our playlist, and it's got a bunch of 80s tracks on there, like Stan Bush, you know, like the Transformers soundtrack is on point. You know, it's so it's not like the 80s were totally shit. It's just I prefer the 90s over the 80s. Preference.
All right.
So is Stan Bush your theme song to your life?
my life theme song constantly changes.
What is okay? You gotta tell me who's Stan Bush? Who is that?
You got the touch.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
You've got the
man.
power.
I didn't know the name of the artist.
Yeah.
It was on Boogie Nights.
I know, but I just never knew the name of it. Boogie Nights been playing a lot on I think it's Showtime lately, but yeah, okay.
Pour some soup banana.
Put some sugar on me. That was wasn't that Def Leppard?
Def Leppard, yeah.
With the one-armed drummer.
Yeah. But you know, I just like I like the metal in the 90s. I like the hip hop in the 90s. I like the R&B in the 90s. You know, and then there was this country guy named Garth Brooks who was a big hit in the 90s. I mean, you know,
but he also had a
Persona.
He had a grunge album too, right?
What was his name? Chris something. He had the hair too. He had the. I don't know.
Was it any good? Did anyone ever listen to it or no?
I don't know. It's not my shit.
We didn't get to listen to that at the warehouse down the street from E-Man's house.
Shit, it was all over the place though. It was all over Manteca. Everyone listened to Garth Brooks back then. All the white people in my area, I will say it. I'll say it out loud and not be ashamed of it. All the white people that I hung around with in Manteca, they listened to that Garth Brooks stuff. All right, look, that's your thing. Groovy. Hey, it just wasn't mine, but it's all gravy. Everyone's got their own style. But shit, like a lot of the white people I knew in Manteca, just growing up was like all Garth Brooks and
Gotta agree with Miss So here. I don't think anyone was really got into country. So yeah.
No, all I knew was the Gambler and whatever. And
The Gambler. That was a great shot. Yeah.
Dolly Parton's, yeah.
No when
Working 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton, right? Working.
No when to run away. No when to hide.
He's the one who originated the I'll Always Love You, the one that with
that was Dolly Parton. Yeah, that was her.
Yeah,
dude, she must have made some major coin from that
she did.
Whitney Houston hit, man.
I mean,
Fuck.
she's got enough coin to have her own Dolly Land. So I mean,
But who else made some major coin being the originator of a song? was Prince when he wrote "Nothing Compares to
Oh
You."
shit! Oh yeah,
And then,
you're gonna get rid of
yeah, and
the
then
good
what do
Prince
you call it?
songs.
Yeah, what was her name? I forgot her name already.
Apollonia.
Not Apollonia, but the British lady that sang it.
Oh, fuck, I forgot.
I don't
Right, you
know.
know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah. So
Damn,
her
yeah, hold on. You're getting rid of Prince in the 80s. You're getting rid of good Prince. Like
Well, you're
90s
getting rid
Prince
of
was,
Michael Jackson too.
you're
that's
getting rid,
Purple
yeah,
Rain Prince.
yeah, you're getting rid of like good Prince and good Michael. And they were huge. But no, but I'm still gonna stick with my guns, man.
All right.
I still gravitate to my 90s
Thank
hip
you,
hop.
RDD. Sinead O'Connor. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh shit.
But Prince's rendition of "Nothing Compares to You" was way better than Sinead O'Connor.
When the remake's better than the original.
No, his is the original.
Oh,
Prince was the originator of that. He
shit,
wrote
you're
that
gonna
song.
get rid of When Doves Cry too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it
Red
sounds
Corvette.
like.
Corvette.
Living
Like
a
it's
red
1999.
Corvette. Yeah, but still, I'm sticking with it because, like I said, dude, I have Wu Tang, I have Tribe, you have Jurassic 5, you have like all the good underground hip hop, you got
Yeah,
all the,
Onyx. Yeah,
you
Naughty
know,
by Nature.
Naughty by Nature was really dope though. Like
They
Tretch,
were.
Tretch, I think is so underrated when people are like, "Oh, who are some of the best MCs ever?" And I'm like, dude, Tretch had flows, man. He had lyrics, he had flows, he was witty and quick, and like he had himself a razor blade of a tongue, man. He was able to just cut out some lyrics and flows, right? Like just Tretch is underrated, I think,
And we
all
also had
time.
the regional stuff like Rappin' Forte.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
Rap
All the Bay
Force,
Area rap.
RBL Posse.
Oh yeah.
There's a bluebird on my coat.
The
There's a bluebird on my
Nation,
shoulder. Can I kill
United
it?
Nation of Norteños.
Yeah. But then like too, like the Bay Area had like RBL, we had Rappin' Forte, we had 40, we had E40, but then like
Man,
you
we
also have
got
to
Too
remember
Short. Let's not forget
and
about Too Short.
Short, yeah, and Pac. Like we had Pac, but then again, you also got to think like Houston, like the South also had like Scarface and Ghetto Boys. And then in the Seattle had what's his name? Shit.
Why do I care
Posse's
so
on
much?
Broadway.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
Oh, I can play something. Hold on.
My Posse's on Broadway. What's his name? Shit. Help me out.
Wait,
Jumpman.
that's a 90s song?
Um,
Posse, I thought that was an 80s song.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. No. What we're talking about just regional. I want to get blunt of me, brother. Yeah. Oh, what was the name of that group again, Red?
Total Devastation.
Total Devastation. Here we go to the show with some fat endo I never fronted. I always say blunted. Made it clouds. Let me do my note because I float, float on. Oh man, that's classic right there. And then of course, like Miami had freaking Luke, right?
Live Crew.
Yeah.
Other than
Luke, we miss you. Just want to throw it out there real fast. I miss my boy Luke. I know he's busy, but I miss Luke.
Other than that one, that one.
Me So Horny.
Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of any other Two Live Crew songs. Though.
We're having some fun in the bedroom.
Okay, I remember that song. Okay, I remember that song. Yeah.
Come on, there's 2 songs out. Come on, dude.
Yeah, but we knew Luke through like the old pay-per-view channels where he had
the black box.
Yeah,
I didn't want to bring that up.
Where he shoot his rap videos and all the ladies would be just stripping in front of the camera.
Those were bad. Those were really, really bad.
Really bad.
Those were bad.
You can't find a house to watch my black box after yours was stolen.
I didn't have a black box. I had a regular box that fucking Al stole. Okay, at my 18th birthday house party, asshole. We're past that now. We're past that now. But yeah, man. I mean, like if you think about it, like a lot. See, for me, if I think about like what's my favorite type of music, it is hip hop. is I'm gonna go down and say hip hop. In the 90s, it just had all of the good hip hop. Like it had like the 80s had the classics, but in the 90s, you just had so many more different styles.
All
Many
right.
different
All
styles.
right. All right.
You know?
We get it. You're 90s and Red is 80s. We get it. We got it. Oh wow. Is that lighter shade of brown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Lighter shade of brown. It is 90s. I think they came out in 90. House of L throws out NWA. Yep.
Yeah.
NWA.
No, well, NWA came out in the late 80s though.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right.
What's that one lighter shade of brown? Sunday Afternoon. That was my jam.
Sunday afternoon. On a Sunday afternoon, we was chilling in the park, just waiting for the sun to go down.
Yeah, really, before a lot of share brown, there was a lot of Latinos doing rap songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There was
unless you include the guy from Cypress Hill.
What was the guy's name who did La Raza?
I don't know.
What was his name?
Gerardo?
Kid Frost.
Oh, Gerardo. Gerardo was 80s. That was a Rico Suave.
Yeah. Oh God, don't bring that guy up. Oh geez.
That was 80s.
Was it? No, I think he was 90s, dude. I think he came out in 1990. Let me hold on. Now you want me to looking this up, dude. Hold on. Gerardo. Rico. Yeah, Rico Suave. When did it come out? Hold on.
Let's see.
And then you forget Latin.
1990.
Oh, 1990. Yeah, that's a 90s song.
1990.
So you got to put that on your era, man.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to claim Rico Suave. Damn it! Hold on. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good song. It is actually a pretty good song. Yeah,
but
it's not that bad of a song.
Thank you, my love. Thank you, my queen. She bought me my my mail call.
Oh, nice.
Open that up. I'm saving that. I'm saving the mail call.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we're hitting that 1 hour mark, so I think it's time to call it a night.
Oh, hold on, real fast. Miss So karaoke night with the C-list villains. You have no idea what our karaoke nights are like when we get together. Not just the C-list villains, but like all of our friends together. It's freaking mayhem. I got you on Discord. I'll send you a couple of videos of me and Red serenading. I got videos of Red and I serenading ourselves. It's beautiful.
Your wife right there.
She don't know.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for all of you guys for tuning in. Again,
we'll have comic book related items to talk about, but it's pretty dead.
Yeah, I haven't picked up any comic books this week, so and I went to the shop and there was nothing that I wanted to pick up. So
yeah, I'm trying.
This week to review, and we'll probably come back on that next week.
We're trying to diversify our show, So it was nice to talk something other than comic books.
RDB brought up hieroglyphics too. You got to bring that up real fast. Also, Hyro,
a slum village.
Yeah, slum village. That's right. Man, dude, see, that's why I like 90s, man.
Great. Okay, more like early 2000s hip hop, and then before the whole Southern movement with No Limit and the Yin Yang Twins, and
that was still late 90s though. That was like 95 and up though. Like No Limit was that. They fucking controlled everything.
Before Bad Boy just became this multi, faceted group that trying every kind of genre there is. East Coast hip hop was the shit.
Okay, we'll talk about it another time. Like the AJ already started closing out the show. let's let him close the show.
We'll put that on the blog somewhere.
Yeah. We can bring this up again next week, but let's call a night for tonight.
Yes. Thank you, Buster Posey. He is retiring today.
Thank you, Buster, for everything that you did for the Giants, man. I got to see him like play in like single A ball too in San Jose. It was really cool. So, Buster Posey, man.
All right, cool. I don't watch baseball, so I don't Thank you, Buster Posey. But yeah.
Fuck the Dodgers.
Again, thank you for tuning in. You can follow us on IG. I'm AJ the Comic Collector. You can follow Red, C-List Villainous Red, E-Man, C-List E-Man. You can follow Luke at Luke Weeks. And make sure you follow our IGs, the podcast IGs, C-List Villains, the C-List Villains podcast, and C-List Villains. And we will probably have a show on Monday. If Red, are you going to watch Eternals this weekend?
Yeah, I will.
All right. So I don't think I'll be able to catch it, but if we get a Monday show,
I'll type up a full review. That way you guys at least have a synopsis and get an idea of what it is.
Yeah. So there we go.
I'm hearing that the critics were wrong. Not by a lot. I'm hearing that it's a lot better than what the critics are saying. So
and I think
that's good to know.
Those are just people hating on Marvel movies, which are DC people. No offense to our boy Donovan right there, who's major DC fan, House of L comics. But there are some DC haters out there just shitting on Marvel movies.
That's not good.
No, don't.
Well,
honestly,
we shouldn't be on DC movies.
Well,
I don't shit on DC movies.
I don't shit on DC movies. Like some of them are not as good as others. But again, another topic for another day, right?
Yeah. And again, we said this earlier today, but please make sure you let all your friends know about the show. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That way you know when we are on. Okay, guys?
We're at about 160 followers, you guys. Let's make that push for 200. Help us out. Help us get to 200. Come on, we're gonna be making a push. We're gonna be doing, and we're gonna give a giveaway. Look, hold on. Watch. There's giveaways that's gonna happen for 200. I got something here. I got stuff that I want to give away. Look, I have Something Is Killing the Children that I'm willing to give away for our 200. I still have some ambassador exclusives from Aftershock that I'm willing to give away.
We were supposed to do something special for the 200 show too, or the 200 subscriber.
We are.
Yeah, I had some John Boy Meyer books too.
Yeah,
so
I still have John Boy Meyer.
Are supposed to have a nipple tassel show for that 200 subscriber show.
What are you talking about?
What?
No, we're not. We're not, Red. No. Stop that. We're done now. We're done. We're done. All right, guys. Good night. Have a good night. Thanks again for listening to another episode of the C-List Villains podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at clistvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, C-List Villains and C-List Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.